Imagine this scenario: you arrive at the cruise terminal, bags ready, passport in hand, excited for your dream vacation. Suddenly, you hear the dreaded words, "Sorry, you can't board." While obvious issues like an expired passport or tardiness are easy to spot, in 2025, many shocking denials arise from unexpected reasons. Today, we're uncovering the hidden rules and policies that cruise lines enforce but fail to advertise. We'll discuss 11 surprising traps that can catch even seasoned travelers off guard, resulting in minor errors with major repercussions. Let's dive in and ensure your dream vacation remains intact. Number 1. Criminal records affecting entry requirements. This issue can surprise many travelers. The cruise line isn't responsible for the decision. If your itinerary includes a country barring your entry due to your criminal history, you could be denied boarding before the ship departs. Canada exemplifies strict regulations. Even an old DUI can deem you inadmissible unless you've pursued criminal rehabilitation or a temporary resident permit. One passenger faced this when Canadian authorities flagged his record before sailing. Since the cruise included a stop in Victoria, BC, the line denied him boarding in Seattle to sidestep issues later. Other nations, like Australia and New Zealand, enforce strict entry rules for specific convictions. While cruise lines typically don't perform background checks, they send passenger manifests to port authorities beforehand. If a country flags you as ineligible for entry, the cruise line often denies boarding to protect the itinerary. If you have past criminal issues, even from years ago, research the entry requirements for each port before booking. Seek legal advice or apply for a waiver ahead of time to avoid unexpected surprises. Number 2. Hygiene concerns. It may sound harsh, but it's indeed possible to be denied boarding due to hygiene issues, including strong body odor. Cruise lines, similar to airlines, retain the right to refuse service to anyone whose condition might compromise the comfort, health, or safety of others. This falls into unfit for travel and comfort safety clauses, with decisions typically resting with the ship's captain or medical staff. Although specific examples focusing solely on odor are rare, many cruise lines indicate that guests who cannot maintain personal hygiene or whose hygiene affects others may be refused boarding without a refund. If a medical condition causes a significant odor, like trimethylaminuria, fish odor syndrome, complexities arise. While ethical concerns are evident, cruise lines prioritize overall passenger comfort. The proactive strategy is to communicate ahead of time. If you have a medical condition potentially falling under this policy, contact the cruise line's special needs or accessibility department before booking. Supply medical documentation, discuss accommodations, and confirm in writing that boarding is permitted. By the time you're at the terminal, decisions fall to on-site personnel and might lack flexibility. Number 3. Nightmare of malicious bookings cancellations. You may not be denied boarding due to your actions, but due to someone else sabotaging your trip. This occurs when individuals obtain your booking number and personal details. For instance, in a real case, a cruiser shared a $15,000 family cruise confirmation screenshot on social media. Hours later, someone traced to British Columbia used that booking number to cancel the reservation. The family arrived in Miami, bags packed, hoping for a last-minute solution, but the ship sailed without them. Their cabin was gone, the ship fully booked, evaporating their dream vacation. Carnival offered only interior rooms as an alternative, far from what they'd booked. This underscores how vulnerable travelers are. One booking number in the wrong hands can wipe away months of planning with one click. Protect that number as you would your bank password. Never share reservation screenshots or sensitive information online. An innocent post can invite trouble. Number 4. Incomplete or incorrect booking information. It may seem minor until it destroys your entire trip. Errors in the cruise system, like typos or mismatched details, can spoil everything. Your booking must precisely match your legal ID, including your full legal name, correct birth date, and accurate passport information. One traveler learned too late that their booking had the wrong birth year, resulting in him being flagged by immigration during the manifest check, and ultimately, he was denied boarding. And here's the kicker: these problems can emerge even if you booked months beforehand. Any incorrect detail, like a wrong passport number or missing middle name, can create major issues, especially on international cruises. Ensure every detail matches exactly from the moment you receive your booking confirmation. A quick call is always better than a last-minute disaster. Number 5. Inadequate or mismatched identification. Expired passports and missing visas present obvious problems, yet the danger often lies in minor details. Cruise lines thoroughly check identification. Even a slight tear, water damage, or faded photo may render your passport invalid. One couple lost their trip because of a small stitching issue in their passport, though another country had accepted it weeks prior. Name mismatches can derail your trip too. If your name has changed due to marriage, divorce, or gender transition, you must provide legal documentation. Some lines, like Carnival, do not support middle names or suffixes in their booking systems, leading to further complications. Even for certain U.S. port cruises that allow a birth certificate and photo ID, only original documents are accepted. Photocopied versions won't work. Plus, if traveling with children who aren't yours, like grandkids or nieces, a notarized letter of consent from their parent or guardian is necessary. Do the unexciting work: double-check documents, confirm expiration dates, and ensure names match precisely. This preparation could mean the difference between sailing off or being left behind. Number 6. Unfit to travel for health reasons. It's not commonly discussed, yet legitimate reasons exist for boarding denials related to health. It goes beyond merely having a fever. Cruise line medical staff at the terminal can deny boarding if they believe you're unfit to travel due to visible symptoms or ongoing health issues. One woman was denied boarding for a persistent cough, which she knew to be allergies. Although she wasn't contagious, staff feared it could indicate something severe. After a quick evaluation, she was turned away without a refund. Rarely, passengers using wheelchairs face denial, but only when significant safety concerns arise, not solely due to mobility. Any visible signs of illness, suspected contagious ailments, cognitive impairments, or recent major surgeries can lead to denied boarding. Often, cruise lines require a signed fit-to-sail letter from your doctor, especially for ongoing conditions. Cruise ships aren't hospitals. Medical crises at sea can be challenging. Should you have recent medical concerns, physical or mental, reach out to the cruise line's medical department well in advance. Make sure to declare your condition, confirm necessary paperwork, and avoid last-minute surprises. Number 7. Unaccompanied minor and age policies. Just being old enough to book doesn't mean you can sail solo. Major cruise lines have strict age policies regarding occupying a stateroom without an older companion. For example, if you travel from North America with lines like Royal Caribbean or Carnival, you must be 21 or older to book your cabin. Travelers under 21 need to accompany someone aged 25 or older unless they're married or in active military service. Conversely, if you're sailing with Royal Caribbean from abroad, the minimum age drops to 18, though Carnival holds to 21 globally. Virgin Voyages is adults only, with a hard minimum age of 18 to book. Picture this: a group of college friends arrives in Miami ready to board but none are 21. The cruise is paid off, but check-in reveals the truth. No cabin, no refund, no exceptions. Before packing, verify your cruise line's minimum age policy. Remember, it may vary by departure port and cruise brand. A few minutes of verification can save thousands and secure your vacation. As we delve deeper into these rules, please take a moment to hit the like button to help other cruisers see these vital warnings. Number 8. Offensive or inappropriate clothing. Many cruisers underestimate how attire can impact their trip, potentially leading to issues. This includes garments with offensive language or those violating local laws. In places like Barbados and Jamaica, civilian camouflage clothing is illegal. If you wear it ashore in these nations, expect fines or questions from authorities. One passenger unintentionally faced consequences for wearing a camouflage tank top on embarkation day and was warned about the risks. Some passengers report no trouble, but not taking this risk isn't wise. Cruise staff may also ask passengers to change if their clothing doesn't fit the ship's family-friendly atmosphere. Refusing might lead to denied boarding or removal from the ship. Before packing, quickly research clothing restrictions for every destination, and avoid anything controversial or explicit to ensure smooth sailing. Number 9. Failing the mandatory safety drill. You've navigated every checkpoint and boarded the ship, but one critical requirement remains: the mandatory safety drill or muster drill. This isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement under international maritime law. Every passenger must participate. Yet, some passengers ignore this rule, hiding in their cabins or heading to the bar. The crew notices, security officers check cabins and call out names. Those who fail to show up will have their cruise card deactivated and be escorted off the ship. No exceptions, no refunds, just you watching your vacation sail away. Treat the muster drill as the most crucial appointment of your trip. It takes minutes, and afterwards, the ship's amenities will still be waiting. Your vacation officially starts once the captain gives the all clear. Number 10. Overbooking and abrupt cabin issues. Like airlines, cruise lines may overbook their ships. And unforeseen incidents, such as maintenance issues, can lead to cabin unavailability. Imagine checking in and finding out that your cabin is suddenly unavailable. Despite preparations, you may face involuntary bumps. However, most cruise lines will offer compensation to move sailings. Documented instances of overbooking have arisen just this year. If this happens to you, don't settle for the first offer. Negotiate for better terms, like a full refund with an additional credit for future travels. While you can't fully eliminate this risk, you can reduce it. Book directly with cruise lines, avoid guarantee cabins, and check in online the moment check-in opens. Passengers who check in early with confirmed cabin assignments are less likely to face bumps. Number 11. Filing a post-cruise credit card dispute or chargeback. This scenario can surprise travelers, sometimes years after their cruise. When travelers dispute charges due to dissatisfaction with any cruise aspects, like cancelled excursions or misleading cabin descriptions, banks might issue refunds. However, cruise lines view this as unpaid debt, and a long memory may lead to surprises later. The fallout might hit you when booking a new trip, only to learn you're on the cruise line's no-sail list. One publicized case with Norwegian Cruise Line showed a passenger who disputed $3,000 for a cancelled cruise credit, only to find herself permanently banned from sailing again. The key takeaway is simple: resolve billing disputes directly with cruise lines first to avoid future travel hassles. As a bonus tip, let's cover the top insurance mistake. While not a reason for denial, it's essential to know travel insurance often doesn't cover many scenarios. Issues like criminal records or mismatched booking names are often seen as your responsibility, with most policies not reimbursing those cases. Always read your policy's fine print. Remember, a little preparation now means you'll be enjoying cocktails on deck instead of watching your ship depart without you. To be fully prepared, revisit the common denial reasons discussed in part 1 of this series. You can find that video right here on the screen. Thank you for watching.